This show was made possible with the continued support of WOW Partners. Make your revenue wow with WOW Partners.
Damn, those are so good. Yes, it's once again thimbleberry season here in the Pacific Northwest. And yes, I made it home safely from the IGB live event. So now the real work begins. Picking them berries and editing all the interviews we recorded in London and publishing them before it's time for me to get on a plane and leave again. In the meantime, however, we have some news concerning affiliates to discuss, including a somewhat ominous story out of the Netherlands where an affiliate portal has been fined and apparently taken offline for promoting illegal offshore operators. But, before we go any further, allow me to add that the portal in question, casinoscout.nl, was recently sold and new owners took over, and whoever those new owners are, apparently they added a page called Best Unlicensed Casinos, listing several black market sites along with reviews for them, marketing material, logos, and direct links. Well, why not just paint a big red target on your butt and bend over? What did you think was going to happen? As a result of this, the owners of Casino Scout, SBM Holding, Sunblock Media, and JEF Holdings are being fined €75,000 each per week by the Dutch Gambling Authority, or the KSA. Additionally, almost immediately after this happened, the KSA followed up by threatening new investigations and enforcement actions against media outlets, marketing companies, and affiliate agencies, all apparently in the crosshairs of the KSA now. These actions come as the online gambling market in the Netherlands faces increasing scrutiny over its heavy-handed restrictions, which led our friends at iGaming Business to ask if the regulated Dutch market is even viable at this point. And while I do have an opinion on that topic, the article sums it up much more professionally, calling it uninhabitable. That's a very polite way of putting it, I guess. It's uninhabitable, at least for licensed operators. And between the market in the United Kingdom and the market in the Netherlands, this feels sort of like a race to see which market will implode first. And speaking of the UK, well, we'll discuss them after the break. Yeah, I know. I've got a problem. I'm working on it. We kick off the second half of our show with another new APCW interview, the final interview from Barcelona, and I saved one of my favorite people for last, Renee from Rewards Affiliates. We discussed their 30 brands, their new Rewards Riches program, and the importance of eating lunch while you're at these events. You can find that interview on our website and YouTube channel and in the forums at GPWA. Now, something that I saw just before I came out here, breaking news that I had not put into the show, but is pertinent to this week, and that is that in the UK, the All-Party Parliamentary Group has launched a new inquiry into the future of iGaming regulations in the UK, specifically focused on public health, more specifically focused on gambling harm. Who could have seen this coming? Apparently, affordability checks, stake reductions, credit card bans, self-exclusions, game speed restrictions, financial checks, and capped wagering requirements are just not enough for some people. If you recall though, before I left for London a few weeks ago, I said that the UKGC may have actually done something right for a change when they introduced capped wagering requirements. Now, even more news from Britain involving the Gaming Commission, and you may want to grab your ass with both hands and hang on for this one. At a recent meeting of the Health and Social Care Committee, the chairperson shared a letter they wrote asking for more action to be taken to curb gambling harm, and even called for another Gambling Act review. Upon hearing this, however, the UKGC Executive Director, Tim Miller, said, "Bullshit." Well, I mean, he didn't come out and say bullshit. It wouldn't have been appropriate at a committee hearing, but wouldn't that have been kind of cool to hear? Bullshit. Yeah. Instead, Mr. Miller noted that not only did the calls for more action contradict the Commission's findings, but also that the arguments of the Health and Social Care Committee had no sources cited and no data to back up their claims, and says there's nothing to support their request for all of this investigation and a second Gambling Act review at all. So, I'm at a loss about what's going on with the UK Gambling Commission. That's 2 times in a row that the UKGC did the right thing. That means, my friends, there's only 2 possibilities. 2. Number 1 is that the Commission is finally moving in the correct direction. Or, more likely, a few weeks ago I slipped through a portal and into an alternate dimension. The jury is still out, but I'm kind of leaning to the alternate dimension, and I guess we'll find out eventually, maybe next week, because that's when I'm coming back to do this all again, you know, God willing. Now, a little bit of breaking news. I can hear them coming. I can hear them coming right into my shot. That's okay. They live here too. He didn't even see me. I'm in stealth mode.